tries to do that.
Well, the sun is shining, and we are talking about a campaign called Shine this morning.
Yeah, it's actually a Children's Justice Center program. And with us this morning to talk about it is our friend Rabbi Avremi Zippel from Chabad Lubavitch of Utah this morning. Good to see you this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. I hope to join you guys in studio again one day, but for now, it's good to see you up on the screen. So.
I know, we're trying, hopefully soon. Okay, so let's talk about a very serious topic here this morning. What's brought you to the work of protecting children from abuse?
I think as a human being in general, and a faith leader in particular, looking out for our community's children and children in general is something which I've always been passionate about, but more recently, having come out as a survivor of child abuse myself, it's something which I'm deeply, deeply passionate about, knowing about the challenges that so many children across our state and across our nation are going through firsthand has really motivated me to try to make a difference in that field.
So tell us a little bit about the Children's Justice Center then, and what it does for maybe people that aren't familiar about this organization.
CJCs, as they're called throughout Utah, are such a phenomenal organization, and I think a lot of people don't know about them. I myself didn't know they existed until recently, until I began this journey of my own. There are 25 across the state affiliated with every county throughout the state of Utah, and what Children's Justice Centers are, they are family-oriented facilities where children who have made allegations of abuse can come in and be interviewed and be helped along the judicial process in a very child-friendly, trauma-informed environment. So we're not just kind of treating kids as we would every ordinary witness. We are giving them the sensitivity and the care and the attention, the specific attention that they need to go through this process in the most supported way possible to just ease the burden any way we can.
So if you would, for those who haven't heard about your story, tell us a little bit about that and how that has helped you process things and how you think that your story helps other people.
So I was sexually abused actually for about a decade, from age 8 to 18, by a family caregiver. I came out publicly about my story about 2.5 years ago in February of 2019. And I came out as part of the judicial process. Ultimately, my abuser stood trial for the allegations against her, and she was found guilty of 7 felonies and is currently at the Utah State Prison. But more importantly for me, it's given me the opportunity to realize how prevalent this issue is, to realize how many children there are out there from every community, from every walk of life, who are just looking to be understood, to be heard, to be spoken for, to really find a voice that they never realized they had. And I think the Shine campaign, representing the incredible work of Utah's CJCs, does such a remarkable job at that, at giving these children the voice and the hope that I know I wished for so long, and I'm sure so many do as well.
So then go in a little deeper of how the Shine campaign, and more specifically the Children's Justice Center, would have helped you as a child had it been available.
I often tell people that when a child discloses abuse, very often, in many instances, they're given a pamphlet or a series of pamphlets. We've all been to a hospital, we've received a diagnosis, and we get paperwork, we get literature, which says, don't worry about, having condition X, because 1 in 4 Americans has condition X. And I think we've all been in that chair where we're like, yeah, that doesn't really help me very much. I don't know anybody who struggles through this. And so often children are told 1 in 4 girls are abused before age 18, 1 in 6 boys are abused before age 18. But oftentimes the statistics don't do as much as empowered storytelling. For us to tell children there are survivors out there. There are survivors who can be celebrated, who can be displayed, and they have not let their experiences define them. They've gone on to lead powerful, dynamic, successful lives, and you can too. I know how much I was affected by, the USA Gymnastics team that came forward in the wake of the Nassar scandal, and so many incredible survivors here in our own community, someone like Elizabeth Smart, who have really paved the way for survivors to lead powerful lives. And that's really the point of the Shine campaign, is to highlight survivors, is to celebrate survivors, is to empower children with the idea that these experiences do not define you, and you absolutely can go on to lead the most amazing and productive and fulfilled life imaginable.
Well, we're going to leave it right there on a positive note. But Rabbi Zippel, thanks so much for being a little vulnerable with us this morning and taking the time for us also. I know it's going to help other people. We want to direct people, if they want to learn a little bit more about the CJC and Shine campaign, you just go to utahcjc.org, and there's a lot of information there. Rabbi Zippel, always nice to see you, nice to talk with you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys. You have a great one.